Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the special ammo economy in PvP. We're going to be talking about box system, as I call it, and the 2 previous weeks of experimentation and testing we've had with it, some of the pros and the cons that I've found in my gameplay during those experiences. And then we're going to be talking about the transmat system, some of the pros and the cons that I've found with that system. And then we're going to be talking about what I think personally would be best. And this is unscripted, just me sitting here talking about it. So it's more of a genuinely my thoughts, where if I script it, it's I can get all the thoughts that I want to get across, but it's not off the cuff. So to start with the first week of the special ammo testing, the box system, we had 2 special ammo boxes spawn in the spawn area, and then 1 spawn or 2 spawn in neutral areas. And this completely ruined that week for me. I did not want to play at all. And it wasn't because I couldn't do well or I did do worse than I dropped at 3.99 over 100 games or something. And I typically, with the new checkmate stuff, I'm typically dropping a 4 or a high 3 and have a 90-something% win-loss. So statistically speaking, I didn't do the greatest I typically would do that weekend. But obviously, dropping a 3.99 and having, I think I might have had an 89% win-loss or something like that. That's not bad by any means. And I didn't play as much as I typically would that week, and I kind of haven't been playing as much as I typically would as a result of just not being a fan of the special ammo box system. And the problem with the first week, when there was 4 boxes, was that you literally didn't even need to run a primary weapon. I was running Cartesian, I was running Forerunner, and that was it. I was just on Bubble Titan, 10 Rezill, double special the entire week. And the reason that I played that way, although I did not have to, is because I knew other people potentially would. And I feel like the fact that I was able to play that way and use it in that way it was almost kind of my duty to exploit it, because if that is possible, fundamentally that is a problem, and it shouldn't be ever possible. And it was expressed to me that that is not ever going to be something that is the economy, the special ammo economy is never going to be like that. It was purely a testing thing. So my mood kind of changed on it past that point. But initially I was wanting to protest playing the game because I thought it was it felt that bad to me. And I think that the cons of it were that it pretty much eliminated a lot of the things that a lot of people praised the transmat and checkmate health and weapon damage changes for. And it pretty much undid a lot of that and undid a lot of the work that it did towards widening the skill gap. And I really didn't enjoy that, and it felt really discouraging and depressing for me, because in that instance, assuming that was the way we went, it's 100 steps backwards. It's they listened and then they didn't. But fortunately, that wasn't the case. They expressed that, and I personally could have done more reading to understand that. I think a lot of times us as a community, we kind of get up in arms about stuff without fully reading too much or more than we should, and then we end up sitting there talking about things that aren't even real and aren't even happening. So always be, I think in general in life, and with a lot of things in life, that can be the case. And I think the pro, I guess, would be that for casual players, they enjoyed it a lot more. They enjoyed the abundance of special because it allowed them to have potentially more of an equal opportunity to compete. But at the same time, I feel for those players, maybe not, because if I was running double special, there was almost nothing. I almost feel I was more oppressive then than when I didn't have double special. So, but to talk about this week, as I'm recording this, the week of Endless Veil, where it was 2 special ammo boxes, I felt there was a really heavy element of strategy that went into like using special, and that abundance wasn't a problem, and that there was definitely more of a skill gap. However, I definitely still felt like there was the ability to use just special weapons, and I don't think that that should ever be the case, in my opinion. I don't think that a player should purely be able to just continue using special weapons and that's it. And that's just my opinion. I feel like special weapons should be like a power weapon, kind of. Not something that you have constant access to 24/7. And if you do, it's because you earned it instead of having it handed to you every round for free. And I think that that is the winning formula when it comes to Destiny PvP. For me, that's the one that I've enjoyed the most, when it's like you earn it. Because like, for example, in other arena shooters like Halo, you don't like spawn in with rockets or spawn in with, you know, a shotgun or a sniper. You have like your primary weapon, and then you have to go either you have to go pick it up. Actually, you have to go pick up a power weapon, control that power weapon spawn. But I think, and just to pull comparisons there, although the special ammo box system, you do have to pick it up, it's like there's not really any chance to contest for that. And I feel like for me, what worked best and what I enjoyed the most and what I felt was the most balanced and the most fun to play was when you earn special through like your play. And that's one thing that I didn't like about this week, is like people were still able, I had games where like one guy literally got 5 fusion rifle kills and 1 sidearm kill, and then in the transmat system he wouldn't be able to do that. He would have to get more sidearm kills to even have the opportunity to have special to get, you know, fusion kills, right? And that was like kind of the cons there. But I think the pros of this week would be that there was a certain level of strategy that you didn't see the week before, or even on transmat weeks, because, you know, you had to run to get special. You didn't spawn with it at all. Whereas like in the transmat system, you spawn with 2 shots. And unless they change that, you know, this might change, but actually it wouldn't. What changes it is that you spawn up, there's a special ammo box to your left, or you could run into mid and peek mid, or push heavy, and that's like kind of the decision that you have to make, right? Like whether or not you want to make those choices. And I thought that was really cool, and I actually really enjoyed that. But at the same time, I really didn't enjoy the element that people were able to use special ammo pretty much every round for free. And I don't know that with the special ammo box system that is a problem that's able to even be addressed. I think that's kind of just what will happen, so to speak, if you are doing that system. Like if you are using the special ammo box system, there's always going to be an element of people doing that. And when I get done talking about this point and talking about my point of what I think is probably the best outcome or the best solution to the special ammo economy, I'll kind of touch on that a little bit more. So, and we'll be doing that right now. We'll start talking about what I think is the solution. And this is going to be pretty interesting to talk about, because initially I've seen someone say this, and it would be to add the special ammo transmat system and the special ammo box system together. And I don't know from a design standpoint if that is something that they would be able to do, if it would be possible to like mesh them together, because I feel like that's where our happy middle ground is. So you spawn in with 2 shots of special, and then on a map like Burnout, for example, there are 2 special ammo boxes on the map. There's one outside on Throne, and then there's one inside on Altar, which are both equal opportunity points for both teams to, like, if one goes to one and the other one doesn't go to that one, they're going to get that for free. But if they both go there, then there's kind of like a point of tension there to fight for that special ammo. So you get more, and you carry the special ammo into other rounds as well. So I think one question that would be in a lot of people's minds after I've said this is like, you spawn in with special and then there's special ammo boxes on the map? That sounds like a lot of special. That doesn't sound like something you'd want. But here's the thing that I thought was, like, you long term, right? What happens in Checkmate is that people typically, they'll use their special ammo in the first round and then they won't have it for the rest of the game. And for those players, you'll have those special ammo boxes in those neutral areas that they can go and pick up. And then also you can add a layer of like using your primary to get special ammo with the transmat system, and just make it so it is harder to get special ammo from the transmat system. So like if you want to get it, you have to get 100 points on the transmat bar, right? And I think right now it gives you 32. And what I think the transmat bar should give you is 20. So you get 20 points for every primary kill, 10 points for every ability kill, 5 points for a heavy ammo pickup, 5 points for an assist, and 5 points for a death. And I think I would love to play that. I would love to see what that feels like, because I feel like the cons of the checkmate system, which I actually, now that I'm thinking on, I didn't touch on, is that casual players don't enjoy it. Casual players don't enjoy checkmate because, or not checkmate, the transmat system, because you are not able to have a constant supply of special. And I think with the solution that I suggested, where it's like you have a special ammo box and neutral areas that you have to fight over, and then you also have the transmat system, it'll encourage them to play it more, because they will have constant access to special. It's just that the amount of special that they're being given for free is only one shot, and it's not enough to like basically be able to play off of it 24/7 unless you're getting primary kills. And if you make the primary kills more important, because I think right now primary kills and ability kills like give you the same amount of energy, which I don't think should be the case personally. It'll encourage people to use their primaries more, and in turn they won't even end up using their special as often. But for those players that are like maining their special, it would kind of give them a way to do that, but you would almost, I feel like with the system, be encouraged to not do that, because you get one shot of special for free every round, and then you can get 2 shots of special from your transmat, right? And by the way, I forgot to mention that you're able to get 2 kills worth of special off that transmat. So, you know, you get 5 kills and then you get 2 kills worth of special. And I think that would alleviate the problem. But yeah, that was my thoughts on the special ammo economy in Destiny 2. Let me know if you guys agree with the stuff that I said, what you're thinking about the special ammo economy in Destiny 2, and like whether or not you think we should just go straight back to checkmate or not, or like try maybe potentially doing what I'm talking about, which is like implementing the 2 systems. Because the reality of the situation is although a lot of players do enjoy the transmat system, not all of them do, and most of the players that don't tend to be on the more casual side. And we do in fact need casual players to keep the Crucible in good health, so it's very important that we find a way, and I think Bungie is definitely trying to do that, to find a way to get casual players more involved and have them enjoy the experience a little bit more, which is why, like, personally, myself mentally, I'm trying to find a way to reach a happy middle ground and like bring up suggestions and stuff for that. So anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you happen to like what you see, then please make sure to sub and click the bell for notifications on when new videos drop. If you're looking to get some live action Diffizzle gameplay, head on over to my Twitch, which I stream on pretty much daily. Also, if you want to say hi, I have a Twitter, and you can do that over there, or you can join my public Discord and say hi there. Love you guys. Until next time.